Safe, what is good, what's going on? Today's video going to be doing some Toliver, fucking sick album, Love Sick. That's the type of beat we're going for today. It's going to be good. I did a small remake of Private Landing off of Love Sick. If you want to skip straight to the beat I was making, then the timestamp's in the description, and if you just want to skip straight to the beat at the end, well, fuck you. So here's my remake, judge for yourself. It's not 100%. Start with the drums, the 808, the two-step hi-hat pattern, and the snare. I'm not even sure of the kick. I've put a kick in mine, but I think that's just because I don't have the original 808 sample. Cardo's the original producer. Cardo got wings, so he probably used his own 808. It's probably a different 808. Fairly sure it is the bank hi-hat and the bank clap. But I did find like the original bank hi-hat was lacking, so I did like just another hi-hat behind it, reversing into it, and it kind of sounds like this. So yeah, here's the drums all together. Those drums do not change like the whole way through. I think when Cardo was making this, I think his piano VST got stuck, or his FL Studio hung or something, because it's nasty like drone of a piano going on. The only other thing that actually took me the longest out of this first bit was the actual like bell sound or like key sound. That is actually quite a few things I did. It's like this Serum retro super future sound with a bit of editing on the waveforms, another Serum which is another bell sound, and another change on the waveform, an analog lab preset Walkman Metro which is kind of like another warping kind of key, and then an actual piano, but I decided not to go with it. Yo, for this next section it took me longer than I'd care to admit, man. The easiest thing to hear out of all of it, because it's very busy, very messy, is this little synth that just climbs these synth chords. And that they just repeat throughout. They're exactly the same. What I did with this, I just stacked two synths. I think they're kind of like Rhodes kind of sounds. And then obviously there's loads of warping bits that I obviously reversed. I tried cutting it out and reversing things and seeing what I could pick up. Found some presets which sound similar when reversed, and then just like work them through mixing. And then I reversed that basically to be this. With those more difficult elements of that B section picked out, I could work on that main melody that runs throughout. I thought, is it brass? It probably is kind of some sort of brass worked into it, but I also know that you can make that similar sound on a guitar and put on a load of stacks of guitar with flanger and wah, and this is what I got. Then the track goes straight back into that A section, and then we have a slightly different C section with a synth bass, and all I added here was the synth bass, which is a really simple melody. So that's the full beat, and you'll know if you watch Aiden Kenway, the only way to test a remake of a beat is if you give it the Shazam test. So let's see. I've thrown the acapella on, by the way.
I keep my candy. She super so good. When the beach is sandy. I got it in yoga, but they call me Randy.
Diamonds and Margiela, AP Canary Yellow. She deserve a patty, cause she one of the members. For sure. When it comes to Sadaba, money not a problem. Turned me to a killer, I just smashed the model. Yeah, Tiffany come blue, her pussy good and pink.
Melody sample preview. You already know what it is. I restrung my electric guitar this time and laid down this nice little chord progression. Get your ear holes wrapped around this. I was going for the same vibe as Embarrassed and Leather Coat off of Love Sick, so I laid down this guitar melody. And you're like, that's not even in time. You'd be right. You'd be absolutely right. That is not in time. Layered that up by playing a single note melody over the top. To thicken up the melody, I played both of those sections again and panned them left and right to make a thicker sound. Then all I did there was just pitch that down. The beats on Love Sick are quite spacious and they sort of use a lot of textures, not a lot of like one instrument playing the whole thing throughout, and then it's all connected with like a synth bass. So I just added some textures to my main melody. Lastly, the synth bass, which I said is going to connect it all together. Moving on to the drums, similarly to the remake I did, I started with the two-step hi-hat pattern with the sort of reversed bank hi-hat move going into it, so it kind of creates that nice like on Love Sick, the kick and the 808s are like really different to the normal. They're not like trap 808s. A lot of the times they have like a really unique section in them that kind of makes a groove, like almost like you'd have with a bass. Like a traditional bass would have. Think on like Let Her Go, the one with James Blake. It's kind of like, it's not particularly trap. And the private landing, the bit where Justin Bieber comes in and it's got that weird sort of like triplet roll that keeps repeating. They're really different. So I tried to make like a really distinct pattern that kind of fits this beat. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. Short and sweet. Stick around to the end of the beat because I put a nice little switch up on it. Added some more flourishes, and here's the full beat. Until next time, take it easy.